Hello there, armchair warriors. Tom here. My 58th episode of Japanese Campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification 12.0.3. We are in the middle of winter, or start of winter, actually, technically. Sorry. And we are ceasing all operations for the most part. You do see that we have a couple attacks going at one up here. We're just trying to kick them out of this area here and push whatever, push this unit back enough to where we can eventually destroy it with our ski troops. But we are holding, kind of holding a line here, a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize I had these guys were cut off here. Well, that is distressing. Let's move up to there, like so. Let's move him back there. It is a lack of supplies doing a number here. These two guys, the 122nd and 46th, are going to be dying if they don't get out of here. If I can get the 127th to attack up here, then I can have them support that attack and then actually move them out of Novosibirsk. Another area where we end up losing troops. Sad, but anyway, we're just basically holding our position here. Not going to really do any operations, though. Yes, I'm kicking this one off here to be able to get a couple divisions rescued. Out on the western front, we are holding our line on the right shoulder here along these river lines, and on the left shoulder, holding the Tarik River, and we are retreating kind of en masse, but not in a hurried running for our lives kind of deal. Just trying to hold a nice line. I hadn't realized that the Russians were bombing, as we can see here, bombing the railway here. They're knocking it down to the point where our guys up front were not getting any supplies at all, and thus shutting down our operations over here. Very good work by the AI. Didn't really anticipate that or expect that. And something I have to wonder, is that something that I in turn can do to the Russians, knock down their infrastructure, so that way we can move in and take them out. Probably so, I'd have to imagine. No, not South Africa, South India. Do I have? So we do have some troops here. Let's pick you up. There we go. And we are going to sail over to, not there, here. Rebase there. So I do have a whole bunch of troops coming in, another half dozen troops coming in to assist in the invasion of the UK. We already have 45 units here, 17 Marines, plus their assorted headquarter units. So, I mean, that leaves 28 other units here. There's probably about 20 divisions, maybe a little less, that will have. No, actually, I take it back. We'll definitely have well over 20 divisions with the 6 that I'm moving up here, plus the Musashi, or Yamato, I think, will assist. 6 carrier groups in the area, 3 passenger liner groups to be able to funnel all the guys around. And I think I had some V2 rockets kind of flying around somewhere. So I don't know where they're at this point. They're here. Well, that's a medium bomber. We're going to go ahead and select them and fly them up to here. No. Here. Yes, right here. And is there an airbase nearby? There is. Got a couple airbases, a couple that need to be assigned an airbase in the area. Do the same here. This is just for just general purpose. Okay. I guess I have to check the air here. We have him here. We have 5 V2 rockets. I'm waiting till these get fully up on their org. We're going to buy 0.3 an hour, so that's 7.2, 7.2 a day. So they're halfway there. It'll take him 10 days to get fully maxed out. I mean, I could just send them now anyway. In all honesty, there's no need to wait till they're maxed out because when I send them, they're going to lose org anyway. So, I mean, their strength is already maxed out to where it needs to be. We'll just go ahead and grab them and send them. This is why we are using them. Strategic attack of 70. I really don't do strategic attacks when I play. That's an aspect of the game that I just kind of just ignore. I don't really worry about it. Don't utilize it. So it's gonna be interesting to me to see. We might as well just fly directly there because yeah, we can get here without hitting or going over any enemy territories. So yeah, going forward, we can fly directly from Japan to the Western Boma here, because we'll still be holding this. There's no way. Well, I won't say there's no way, but very, very unrealistic for the Allies to be able to take this port. They would have to do a naval invasion. I don't think they're going to be doing that. But anyway, yeah, we're going to take that path. But I haven't done strategic battles, strategic warfare, so this will be interesting for me to give a whirl with this and see how all that works. The overall take that I'm going to, or the overall thing I want to take from this is hoping that we can strat war Britain down to a reasonable surrender level. They're at 71.2%. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know how many more victory point locations they can afford to lose. And I figure if I can soften them up with the V2 rockets, and then make my landings here in the area, you know, they are holding their ports pretty strongly now. They definitely know something's up. I don't see anything at Plymouth anymore or Portsmouth. We're gonna have to do some spotting with our planes to kind of have a better idea of where we're gonna attack. Bideford, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure what's defending there. Bideford I'd like to take because there's no defensive fortifications there, best we can tell. There isn't any at Cardiff, but there's a lot of units there. Bristol's a no. Portsmouth is going to be a no. There's a lot of locations, and I don't want to really hit the eastern coast. Rather stay on the western. So if we can attack Bideford with our naval forces, or yeah, I think just Bideford. It'd be awesome if Ireland could fall our way, but now they're leaning toward the Allies. We could declare on them. So they have 1, 5, 6, 7 points. I don't know what their surrender progress. I mean, obviously it's 0%, but I don't know what their surrender progress would be as soon as we hit double. I don't know if we have to take all of them. I was kind of thinking maybe take Northern Ireland, use that as a base, but now we just go straight for the UK. Liverpool, they got to be defending Liverpool. There's no way that they're not. Aberdeen, they're not defending, and that would be pretty neat to hit that. That would require me to kind of to pick everybody up and sail to like Norway, for example. But no, we're here. We're just gonna deal with we're gonna deal with what we can deal with here. We'll hit Bideford and see if we were able to take it. Anyway, strat warfare on the UK. See how that goes. And with the invasion, if we're able to take them out. Central Africa is looking kind of shaky for for South Africa and Italy. But I don't know, not really. Italy hasn't lost anything around here. They're still holding everything that they've been holding in this area. This is we lost Kostermansville, but Italy, they're not moving from it at all. So yeah, Central Africa is going to be doing okay. The Russian front for the Axis. Now the Russians here in the northern territories are relegated to this area. Looks like I don't know if we have attacks going on here or not, but I really wish they would do something. They actually do something about killing these guys. They have Archangel. They actually had pushed out quite a bit. Now they're kind of been pushed back, but they are still doing very, very well. The Axis powers are Germany, etc. Got big pushing all throughout here. Really, I think they're like 300 and something kilometers away from Moscow at this point. Yeah, 378, 357, 352, 396. So yeah, that's not bad. There's been some moved across the Dniester River here. They've taken Odessa. The Axis powers have, so yay on that. I just wish that we could have pushed further and maybe met up with the Axis powers, but no, we went too far with our units here and not enough supply, so we're just simply waiting for infrastructure rebuilds to occur and get back in a better supply and fuel situation overall. Us not attacking now, our fuel, yeah, I'd show we're going down 275. We're up to 14 grand. So I mean that's good. That's acceptable. With us not attacking, we should be going up in fuel more and more as time passes here. Our builds for this month, through the end of the year, but for this month, infrastructure largely. Got a whole bunch of infrastructure. It's going to be built up. More coming next month. Our light tank that's in Japan will have some upgrades. The upgrades completed to it. It's going to be turned into a more powerful armor unit than what it currently is. And I could, if I had the capability to ship everybody back that I want to upgrade, I would do so. It's kind of a shame that you can't do field upgrades. You know, pull a unit back far enough that you can sit there and do a field upgrade. I mean, I guess technically I could get that done by changing not only controller status but ownership status of select areas, and make that the areas that I can do my builds and stuff. But I'm not going to go that route. But yeah, as you can see, tons of infrastructure is coming this year. Some petroleum refineries. That'd be nice to have all four of those pop online. We'll see how our fuel situation is. Then at that point, I may put in more petroleum refineries. Probably will anyway, just to keep them going. Try to improve our overall conversion of oil to fuel type stuff. And that's really it that we have built. We will, as you can see, we're down to 981. I know it says production 757, but this is going to jump up by about 200, almost 250 IC, and this will thus jump up by another 200 IC alone. We're almost going to be through with everything we're building, and once we are done with the petroleum refineries, I'll have to build new ones, so we can keep that going. Once these are done, we'll be about even with where we need to be on our builds. Where I'm going to have to put in, even though we got 500 manpower, I have to put in some more builds. Pardon me. What I would like to do is this. Just get in 5 more infantry divisions. Cavalry brigades, nah. Infantry divisions probably better, just because we don't be using as much fuel through all this here. Yeah, you can see like recon cavalry doesn't use any fuel. Artillery doesn't use any fuel. The horse transport, of course, doesn't use any fuel. Engineer doesn't use any fuel. Mech support, infantry regiment doesn't use any fuel. How about let's switch it to this, and we can go down to mix support, find them directly. They're down here. So mix support does use a little bit of fuel, very sparingly though. So yeah, I could see throwing a bunch of these in here, just so we have a fighting force, and not use up a ton of fuel. So that's how we're doing in builds. We are, let me bump this up to 90. We're almost at 110% in our officer ratio. We are, of course, researching 1946 tech at this point. Have been most of the year, but we're getting close to the green. When we start back next year, basically we're going from top to bottom here. In our research now, it's nation first, land forces plus their associated doctrines and chain of command, air forces and air doctrine, naval forces and naval doctrine, in that order. So naval's taking a huge back seat now. We are definitely the ruler of the seas throughout the world, but we're doing what we can here. This is we're probably seeing that a bit because of some of the territories we're having to move out of. Heavy bomber, move that up. Yeah, that's a sad situation. We're probably going to have to retreat because honestly, we don't have any org. And here I'm trying to rescue these guys, and lack of supplies is like really killing me. Yeah, not much I can do about that. We're probably going to have to retreat in a big way. Let's push up there. Actually, let's push up there like so. Yeah, we can hold there. We can defend. That's okay. They're all coming backwards. All right. Oh, how are we doing here? So interceptor versus interceptor, we seem to be doing better. We're paying them more mind than they are to us. So we're holding the line here. Yeah, now that they're attacking across the river, it's not good news for them. Not good for news for me here either because of all the issues that we're seeing. Yeah, we're going to just defend against that river there. We should be able to hold all throughout there. It's this southern area that, with our out of supply units like these guys and these guys and this guy, and eventually these guys, that's going to really hurt us. It is a through lozenge time. This way I don't kill you guys' ears. Interceptors again. Yeah, we have better interceptors. So I did a manual save on the first. Let's see when the automatic save happens. Upgrades, getting back down to where I was a little bit earlier. We're at like a 35 IC we need or something like that, which is a good placement. Supplies here. There we go. Take a purpose of mummy. No. I'm not going to do any of that stuff there. Axis powers to see if we can buy more fuel. Cool, give me. I'm surprised my puppets don't Not all of them engage in selling me fuel like some do. Some I'm like surprised that they don't sell fuel at all. Because I'm thinking like, what are you even using the fuel for? Oman, for example, they're not using fuel. Not going to worry about the rest there. Unaligned Spanish state, probably not going to sell me any. And I don't think Spanish state. I think some of these unaligneds don't because, well, I'm painting it this way. It probably isn't the reason why, but I'm painting it that they're not selling to me when they're unaligned because they don't want to tick off the allies or communists, depending. Greece is not unallied; they're unaligned. Greece is with the allies. Yeah, we can. We'll buy some fuel. Yay! And about every week, I'll try to buy 50 fuel, from somebody as much as I possibly can, so we can try to negate what's going on there. Still attacking there. We're going to hold off. That's going to be a win for us pretty easily. You're going to get here just in a week. Yeah, life is not good for them. Here's where the transport plane could help, I suppose. That could be providing supply for these guys, but I'm not going to be using a transport plane at this point. So light bomber, let's just do ground attack all along the line here. Okay, so the 5th is when the game is doing the autosave. Honestly, we can just kind of hold here. Yeah, I mean, we won. You know what? We're winning the battle there. Let's just kind of sit. We've got some decent routes in. Yeah, that's actually some pretty decent infrastructure going here. Here, of course, is where we're definitely not 11 life at all. I'm seeing a problem. There we go. I had one area that's not quite. There we go. Yeah, we're going to make sure that this whole entire front line here is well supplied. I can see where I've got supply going here. Yes, that's good. Let's make sure we got a route going this way as well. Kind of want to make sure we don't choke. Okay. Here. looks like we're doing good there. Whoops, well, that's too much, but that's all right. I don't think I have anything to worry about now in regards to spending all my IC. I think I'm making do with that right now. Okay. All right. I've got a ton of infrastructure going into place here. What is this? Did I move? Oh. I thought that was looking at the top of my my build screen. That actually was not the case. Yeah, a whole bunch of infrastructure here. We're back over 1,000, which I mean we're only 100 more than where we have IC put into it, which is not that big of a deal. I mean the carrier groups alone are about 60 IC, plus the extra destroyers like an extra 10, so there's 70. So yeah, I mean we're still building everything that we need to be building at this point. Oh, and lastly, well, not quite lastly, but let's make sure we are getting IC up to the front lines here. Okay, we're kind of getting that done. Good. Yeah, I think we're kind of doing about as well as we can expect here. Kind of silly, I feel, to be building up infrastructure here in Siberia, but okay. Yeah, let's make sure we're not like choking ourselves off here. Um, yeah, so we do have supplies coming into there, or here rather. So let's make sure we're kind of feel like I'm playing Germany and I do this for when I play Germany. Just make sure that my infrastructure, well, I try to make sure it's level 10 throughout. But yeah, the idea is you just want to make sure that you're not choking out your units by not having enough, supply pipelines and thick supply pipelines. So we're up to 1,200 now. That's a lot of infrastructure we're putting into place. That's another reason why we're ceasing operations. We moved we moved far. Not far enough as I would like to see, but nonetheless, we flew far, and now we need to kind of build up our overall infrastructure. We won't be attacking probably until in Russia. Probably won't be attacking on the eastern front until May, more than likely, and then on the western front, probably not until March, until we definitely get that springtime hit, which would be fine because you can see we come March and even April, we've got a whole bunch more units popping in here. 2 more heavy tank units. I guess medium actually. Panther is considered a medium tank, right? It's a Panzer IV. It's not until you get to the Tiger tank. Tiger tank is considered a heavy. So I'm thinking this is just a heavy medium tank division that we're building 2 more of. We got 5 more motorized units will be coming out as well. Plus, you saw we got the 5 mechanized. Plus the light armor rebuild to a medium armor rebuild. A bunch more V2s. Oh, this is for the hero unit that I built, and I thought that I had I thought that's what I had included was a motorized infantry, but no, alas, no. Tons of infrastructure, which I don't even know where the heck the guy even is now at this point. Is this him? Yes, this is him. That's what I'm going to be putting the motorized infantry on to make this a full-on unit here. You need to get attached to, yeah, that. Have anybody else that's like not attached? Well, yeah, we're waiting to build you guys up. Theater headquarters. Oh, you guys finally arrived. About time. So, with you all, I'm going to send one there. Send one there. Send another there. Another there. And another there. There we go. So gets that regiment built up. We're still waiting on those other 4 to get where they need to go. But cool, this will get all the colonial Marines, the colonial garrison units all staffed up. This tank corps needs to get added to the Middle Eastern headquarters. I mean, that's probably about the best that we can assume for. Yeah, kind of weird that far away. That is who is handling that. Let's get you a leader. Doesn't matter who, just somebody in the bottom here. Boom. And I think we're all done there. Oh, Imperial Air Force Army headquarters need you added to the theater headquarters. And all right, let's get this show on the road a little bit more here. So, yeah, they are attacking me. Oh, there was a whole bunch of units area units I saw. Air combat around Brest. These are our CAGs. So I'm not sure what's going on there. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, we're fine. So what I am going to be doing here when I'm about ready to launch my attack on the UK is we're going to start off first with a wave of our interceptors. Oh, that reminds me, I got to go through and check all of my air units. But all of our interceptors that we have, and looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fighter groups. We're just going to swarm them all over this southwestern coast. They're just going to try to entice the enemy to come at me, so I can knock them down. Do that for a few weeks. See how much we get beat up by, and how much they in turn get beat up. And then after that, then we'll be going in with all of our bomber wings. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 bomber wings that are just going to simply run roughshod over Byford, of course, one of our landing spots. Cardiff, Taunton, Plymouth, just basically, and Bristol, hit all these areas and just run all over here and do some scouting too, kind of figure out where the enemy is for about a couple weeks, and see how we are at that point and how they are. So over a month's time, air war. After the air war component, our carrier groups are gonna head out, surround. We'll have probably like 1, 2, 3. Have a carrier group in each one of these provinces here, and then the other 3 carrier groups, I'll have them patrol in each of these 3, so they can kind of do a wide range patrol. And that way, if any shipping decides to come out, which doesn't look like that they have any. 2 destroyers, 3 subs. Those are Norwegian. 1 destroyer. That's also Norwegian. And something else up there. Polish maybe. Norwegian here. Coastal battleship destroyer. Torpedo boat. Yeah, we don't have anything to worry about really. But anyway, they'll help to further fend off any air units that might be in the area, but also any enemy shipping. We're just going to take care of that for about a week, and then boom, invasion. Right after that, once we have figured out where our attack's going to go, and I'd like to start that air war probably in January. Start the air war in January, mid-January, the bombing campaign, beginning of February. Get the carrier groups sailing, and then mid-February latest, get the naval invasions going, so we can then transport her once the ports are taken. Hopefully in a matter of days, then we can transport in all our troops and then flood the English countryside with all of our guys. Should be able to handle that. We did send off the troop transport, which looks like it may have. There it is. It's steaming along full speed for the next 3 days, roughly. Then it's probably going to slow up again. On that note, we need to get a carrier back. So let's get Tayo Unreal, get you guys back to here, rebase, and meet up with that transport unit so we can escort them in, so we don't have to worry about any enemy cruisers sailing around or anything like that. I don't think there's too much. That's South African, right? Yeah, that's a South African light cruiser. They got a light cruiser, 2 destroyers in port. Send those puppies out. Another 3 destroyers there. Yeah, that is our plans there. So this attack will be wrapping up not any sooner than I would like. This we're going to still be holding, and in the matter of just a few days, you're going to start attacking on that guy. I saw another huge enemy light cruiser damage off the coast of Portugal. Yeah, that's fine. I think we pulled out of there because we're defending against the river line here. Again, this was the goal, and that was very ambitious. This would have been goal number 2 if we couldn't get this one, and then this river line would have been goal number 3. We at least made it kind of to this river here. Kind of. Not ideal still. Take ownership of captured mines. I don't know why I keep saying that. They're a province that we lost or something like that. Oh, good. Yeah. Actually, the Afghanis are doing so well up here. And yeah, I had the opportunity to cross over the river much earlier and start heading north. Excuse me. But I just elected to just sit here, which I think was the right thing to do. Here we could probably attack, but honestly, I'm just going to wait until winter time. Ditto all here. We're just going to wait. There's no need to move up or anything like that. Yeah, you can see. Oh no, our fuel just went up there. Okay. Decryption, cool. Glad to see we had a one and done there. Save game. Been 7 days since my last manual save, which was in the first. And so 8 o'clock on December 10th. So that was here. Not a big deal. We can move in, and both of those guys can support the attack. How are we doing here now? Okay. Let's drop the upgrades down to 40. There we go. I like nice even numbers. Okay, that's the attack still going on. We're getting attacked here, holding out. We're getting attacked along the line here. I don't know why they're saying 87. They're actually cracking worse than we are. And 80 and 99. Yeah, that's just they don't know. See, we won Derek. This is dropping down to 79. This is probably Central Africa, Western. Still not a problem because they can't move. They can't march all the way south. There's a impassable type line around over here. So I mean, well, I take that back. Yeah, right here. Oh, I take that back. I thought there was an impassable line they wouldn't be able to get because I thought it was looking like okay, I can't go too far north. Maybe I could have. These may just be partisans are been able to pop up and they're going to cause some havoc, but as long as we hold this long enough. All right, you guys can all race up. What's your range? 450, so we got to move you in close. Up here would work, yeah. And that's attacks can go poorly, yes. All right, so we're now attacking. It's up to 73. We can have you two. Oh yeah, because you can't. You're too far away. We'll have you two guys then support to help fight your way out of this pocket here. Yep, won that, as I kind of knew we would. What's going on here? Our interceptors are kind of seeing getting a bad time. I'll go over air. That's right. I need to go through all over air just to make sure everybody is set up where they need to be. I do have a lot of CAG. I'm kind of wondering. Send all these guys. We're going to send them out to here. And then up. You come out to Anchorage to meet up with your carrier group. And you guys come up to Anchorage as well. That way you are reserves. Actually, you know what? Let's just send you three. Yeah. The other two I'll just leave in Japan proper, just for the being there. So yeah, we're not doing any good there. Let's move you up to here, just to get you into a better position. You stop, fly back to Japan. Ditto with you. I need to send out here. Medium bomber. We can use you throughout here like so. Just do ground attack for a month, and let's see how that goes for you. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to be in the Mediterranean any further. There's no real threat. I think I've still got, yeah, I've got this escort carrier group, but they're just basically hunting any Soviet subs, and that's fine. We can keep doing that. Okay. Most of our air power is here. We're gonna wait with the 22nd. Need to get you guys back to full health. Cool. And you're going up by 0.04 an hour. So 20 hours would be 0.8, 0.96. And then forward for that would be 1.6, so 11 or 1.12. So honestly, it's going to take 3 months before you get your org up fully. If that works the way I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, how's our battles going? Yep, that's wrapping up still. This is just kicking off. Aren't you guys supporting? I guess maybe, kind of, sort of. Or, you can't support, unfortunately. You're retreating. You're coming down to here on the next, oh my God, 2 months? Really? Really? There we go. 3 days now. Get that going. Jeez. So, good. The 12th is when they have that. Manganese. That's a good question. Can I trade it? I mean, it's not like I need the money, but then again, there's no need for me to hold on to strategic resources that I don't have any reason to hold on to. Yes, we can pretty much, anything that comes my way, we can pretty much sell except for aluminum and copper. Aluminum and copper we cannot sell. Everything else that comes my way, we will go ahead and train. I forgot to take a look, see who that was going to be buying that. Oh well. So December 15th, you're going to move, and then we'll move there like so. I want to get this combat so we can rescue these 2 divisions. Come on. Ah, jeez. Sometimes this game just annoys the heck out of me. So we won there. We did lose quite a few troops, but they lost far more than we did. Oh, access fuel sources. Japan's a fuel source. Sure. Of course not Germany. India. Surprised India's not selling me any. And Romania, for that matter. It's like, don't you guys want money? Maybe possible they have more than enough money and just don't, Well, not Romania. Well, Romania may have a ton of money, quite honestly. They're just losing some. Mongolia, is anybody? Nope. Looks like nobody's gonna be selling me any fuel here at this point. Yeah, if I'm on, okay, unaligned. We'll go down to Ecuador on this list for everybody. Sure, we'll do that. So somebody's going to sell me some fuel at least. Ecuador. Nope. All right. That is what it is then. Extra 36 fuel. I mean, every little bit honestly helps at this juncture. Wow, we like lost all our fuel. Yeah, that was the guy that was able to sneak in there just in time. Do I have any backup troops here? I do. Again, Panther. You're rocking that Panzer 5. Panther. With heavy armor as well. We are going to be coming down to here, I feel. Actually, let's come down to here. We don't need to do strategic reserve just because I don't need to be wasting fuel quite that much. So, yeah, we're slow now. We're going to be taking our time getting here. Did our carrier group? It obviously didn't get to where it was needing to get to. Here it is. It's getting down there. All right. We have a bunch of bombings going on. Where are you? Oh, this is a partisan unit. So let's move into there. We got to definitely move up. There we go. They're up to snuff there. They're up to snuff as well. Oh, cool. You know what? Yeah. Our country for province change. Now we go over here. Take back these that Italy has taken for me. Thank you. But these aren't yours to keep. I am keeping Egypt. That should mean that they'll get supply here. Yep, there we go. slowly but surely kind of deal. The infrastructure here is not all that great, 40% throughout, but I'm not going to improve the infrastructure here, and there's no need. There's just no need. So they're attacking me here, which that's a bummer because they know once I win here and they have to retreat out. Okay, cool. So we got those guys attacking there now. They sure are holding out for a while. I don't think I'm going to be able to save those two divisions here. A couple of mistakes I made in that regards where I've gone out too far and not had enough of not pay attention to what was going on. We lost a unit here, division out here in the middle of the wilderness, and we're about to lose these two divisions here as well. That is a shame. Again, Zibi Sama with the, oh yeah, we took this province, but I really don't want it. There we go. 15th I needed to have saved. Goodness gracious. Letting time go by a little bit too fast here. Yeah, I kind of can't wait till the Soviet rework is done because I would love to be able to play the Soviets here. These NKVD detachments and the guards units are pretty cool. Geez. So let's have you move out there quickly. 6 days. Get there quickly before that partisan unit does. You. Then we'll come back here like so. Yeah, that's like fortuitous for them that, oh, we appeared here, and now we're going to take away this port, which doesn't really have anything of great importance for us. I mean, it's a port. See if we can get this rescue operation completed before I lose these two guys. So we have one here actually, and we lost that. Yeah, we lost 35, almost 36,000 troops. That is a shame. That being the case, I think we're gonna kind of, yeah, we were gonna win that, but I'm just gonna kind of hold off there, and you are gonna cross over and help defend. Not much we could do. And again, I don't want any further combat operations going on. This is the only other one that we are actively doing. How much are you going down by? I mean, your strength is not decreasing much. 18.8 during the night. Let's wait for the change of day. Wait for the next change of day here. Looks like 0.1 they're going down by. Yeah, 0.1 a day. That's like 6 months worth of attacking there. Well, fine, we'll just let that ride. How are we doing here? We have arrived. Cool. All these guys board, and then these guys we're going to pick up. Oh, actually, we're going to wait for you to arrive in here. They can pull in the port at 2100 hours. Cool. And now grab all these guys, and we're going to head to Brest. 6 more, so that's 51 units that are going to be here. Granted, this one not going to do too much with, because I've got the This coming out in April. Oh, my upgrades I can drop down. That I'm waiting until April for, so I don't think I'll do anything with this unit until that motorized infantry regiment is completed. I'm glad to see we're getting a lot of the infrastructure put into place. It was a good idea just to chill and not do anything this winter. I would run it even faster. Where's this hostile bombing going on here? So here, and sadly I don't have any air units in the area that I can do anything with. Speaking of air units, I should have air units here. I do. All this CAG. We're coming up here. We'll just rebase out to here. That's at St. Nazaire. That's fine. Just sit there and chill. Waiting for that light carrier to come up. There it is. And where is... Oh, here you are. Well, that being the case, let's rebase into here and have you rebase into here. There we go. That makes more sense. And boom, you are full on back to normal. So this hostile bombing that's going on here, that's at this individual location. And I can kind of see why that's happening, because they're wanting to really put the screws to my unit here that's getting attacked. But I do have a mechanized unit moving up to help assist. Do I need to move other units up and about? Probably not. I think we're okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Out here, yeah, we're holding. I mean, I could take the opportunity to like fight back across the river. These locales that the enemy is losing on, but I'm not going to bother about that. Turn into December 25th. That's a long pause. Oh, good grief! I thought that game was going to crash on me here. And it's been an hour. It hasn't been a long save. Let's go ahead and save. It's been a week. I know autosave is going to be kicking in here real soon. Day or two. That is a bit of a longer save. And like I said, we're at an hour mark. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Going to do what I've been doing. That basically, since we're seeing these long saves now, I need to, after the save, quit the game, restart, start fresh. So pausing. I'll be back shortly, guys. And we are back. So let's go and pick up where we left off there. Reinforcements are down now to a nice manageable amount. I'm liking that. How far down are we in our builds here? Cool. That's working. Need to get upgrades back up. Well, actually, I restarted, so we don't need to worry about that fully. A lot of sinkage there. So the 30th I need to save. I see efficiency went down. That's not great. Nice to see the upgrades. I mean, only need technically 38, but I'm just pumping 35 in at this point. So, but still nice to see that that's happening. Fuel is kind of rebounding. I wonder if that's a result of the bounce back there of restarting the game. Oh yeah, we're moving in there, taking that back. That's fine. Okay. Jeez. Zippy Sama. I don't know why it does this. You would think that if they're moving through your own territory, any new territory you get becomes yours, maybe? Maybe that's not how it works. Yep, yep. That was just a bit too far. Um, Life is not looking good there, but no, they're still doing the bombing. You'll be making it in very soon, though, here, in a matter of hours. Oh, Central Gulf of Alaska. They lost a destroyer. So what we got here? We got 7 ships. What are we showing here? 4, 5, 6, 7 ships. Okay, so we sank all their ships. Oh, got a Maru that needs to kind of go back out. Air intercept there. No order here, but we need to. There we go. Range is 1070. That's nice. Remember the start of the game, our range was just so. We couldn't even leave our air base. It's for some of our air units. We couldn't leave our air base because there just wasn't a way to, couldn't get to where you needed to go. um, January 1st, we're going to begin our air war over the UK. That's the initial air war is going to last for 2 weeks. And that's strictly our fighter groups, jet fighters and regular fighters. And then, after mid-January comes, our bombing campaign will commence. Oh, let me keep an eye on here. What's happening up in this neck of the woods? Not much movement throughout here. I mean, they're still controlling the same provinces. Archangel, they're still holding, though it looks kind of shaky. Some big moves around here, it looks like. Definitely some moves here. Big moves here. Holy cow. Big. Whoa, I love that. Wish I could have follow suit here, but we're waiting. We're just chilling. Yeah, we're not going to be making any moves at all around here. Just enjoying life. And I don't have troops here. We got a bunch here. Okay. I think I need to move up. We got a lot of units here. We're going to leave the cav down here. We're going to move the 121st. I'll move up to there. I think that's sufficient. You're moving in here. We'll move you straight up that way. Or no, actually, yeah, like that. You're getting better. Let's pop over. Nope. This is a weak unit too. It doesn't have much of anything. The 64th is kind of getting wrecked a little bit, but we're still holding our own. Okay. We've got our units all around here. Pretty good place. We're setting the stage for once spring hits. Yeah, we can actually move one of you up. And ditto with you, the armored unit, you can move up. 13 units, Baker's dozen units here, and we're just going to leave 2 here, march in, leave 2. So Baker's dozen, 11, 9, 7, and 5. March straight to the river there, and then march down south. get all this, crush it, march up north along the river here until we get to this river there, then cut over, and then all the units that I've got here, well, we're gonna use them to kind of like start crushing all these guys. Are you still at 18 point? Yeah, 18.1. That's just taking forever in a day. But I mean, whatever's right. Or bring these guys. Whoops. So it's not a baker's dozen, but whoops. So you're going there, okay. March into here. That way we've got 14, 15 units, 16 units in there. March straight forward, and then split. Send the remainder of the half down that way, and the other half up, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure that out, but that's later. Nothing we need to worry about right now. Can I buy fuel from anybody? Japan, sure. Finland is back on the market here. There we go. Buy another 50 from you. I mean, if I can get 50, a time here, then I will do so. Likely, sure, we'll do that. It's probably going to be a no, but I mean, likely still a possibility. Whoops, Afghanistan. What's Burma? 24. 22 from Afghanistan will work. Man, if I get all these fuel purchases, that would be nice. Come on, if you can give me 10. Nope. All right, not worried about the rest. Unaligned. Spain, come on. Nope. Portugal. See if I can get 10 from Chile. No, okay. That be it. So 22, India declined. That's a bummer. So 72 more fuel. That's fine. That helps us out a little bit here. Maybe one Kandari. No, actually, yeah, I gotta wait for my garrison unit to finish doing what it's doing here, then come down, attack here, and then pop out there. Because I don't think, what does it look like when we attack? Oh, we won. Ho, ho, ho. Cool. Nice, and of course now would be perfect opportunity to jump across and attack them, but no, we're gonna hold. We're gonna hold the line. Hostile bombing out here. Oh, that's to our electro submarines. I see that we've been losing a whole bunch. Let's just get another 2 fleets worth thrown in the mix here. Nice. They're so thrashed. So thrashed. And yeah, we're going to win this quite handily. Their mechanized unit. I'm liking our mechanized units. They are strong. Strong. 30th, I said. 30th we are saving. Somebody at my front door. What does ring say? Well, nothing. Looks like somebody was dropping off there. Dropping off a package. What did we do before ring, right? Okay. We still got our subs plying their trade all around here. That's fine. Yamato steaming quite rapidly north, as is my transport. Let's bring you back and and see where we meet up with the transport. They're still there. Yeah, we might meet up around here. Cool. We are going to kind of wait. And now we'll head back. Okay. Small arms advance. That's a one and done type deal. AFE tracks. Suspension, that's a one and done. We are in January. We still got 10 more projects for hit the green. Let's take a look at, well, first off, we got to take care of our supplies a bit here. We're running a bit high. Let me get this down to about 120. I'm at the point now where I'm not too concerned if I'm over in supplies, but I don't want to be, actually, it's 125. Let's do that. I don't want to drastically reduce my supplies to the point where it's like, oh, in a matter of days, now we're back down to zero again. January, what we got coming out this month here? Nothing so far. Look at all the infrastructure we are building. I hope some people are proud. Actually, a lot of infrastructure is going to get built. 5 more of our V2s are coming into play. That light armor unit's going to be fully upgraded, so that's good. Pillbox and Pillbox 1 on, no. Yeah, this is the 7th pillbox getting built in Valdez. We'll keep it in place. Our petroleum refineries are all getting kicked in right now. Let's take a look real quick here. Let's build that up to a 3. Here. Build that up to a 5, even if it's going to take a while. Tokyo. Build that up to a 5. Not a coal field we need. Build that up to a 4, I suppose is fine. Coal field we don't need. Just checking to see. I know I have right here. I had another fuel thingy. Build that up to a 5. Here. Let's build these up to 3s. Unless it can get up to a 5. But yeah, we want to make sure that we are not terribly hurting when it comes to petroleum refineries. I don't know how much I need. And honestly, I think it becomes less of an issue of what do I need, and it's less of an issue of how much do we need and more of like a where what will get us to a good point. Yeah, we're fine on oil. We're okay on that front. Okay. Ton more petroleum refineries. You see how long they take? 10 months, roughly. but it is what it is in that regards. The 6th or 7th, I need to do a manual save. I want to see how much it impacts us here. Does a pretty big impact with all those. But then again, these 3 will get built. That's 21 IC that's going to get dropped down. So we're okay. Reinforcements need a little bit of F11. And our upgrades need a little bit of 11 as well. We had the small arms and other stuff, so yeah, I can understand that. Encryption is for our regular subs. Yep, that you're giving up the attack pretty soon. It's a good thing I was able to move in my units when I did. We would give them 50 energy. Be happy to do that. I mean, I'll be happy to just give you the energy. You don't have to give me any money. I can see some green or some blue coming. Or green, that's what I mean. Resource Bank for International Settlements. So we'll keep doing industry. Banking is not worth it. Science is not worth it at this point in time, so industry it is. I mean, we already have, before I say we do, I'm pretty sure I already have the Railway Tycoon and National Highways. There's National Highways, Railroad Tycoon. I don't need mining. I don't need farm mechanism. So we don't need long-term investment. Let's do the short-term then. If there was just a way that my spies could get me fuel, that'd be great. But we'll just do the economic. Yeah, if my spies could like steal fuel, that'd be great. All right. Now, time. So we're going to kind of run into, we'll run into this type of area here. Aggressive will work with those guys. That'll be fine. These, a little bit of a shorter area. Well, I mean, a little bit of a shorter area, sure, but it doesn't have to be, we don't have to be quite so dangerous there. Let's do a passive. CAG, no, and then you. Yeah, also passive, yes. And, oh, why are you guys not, your organization's like 0. Is that, that can't be normal. Is it maybe? Maybe it is. Maybe that is normal. Like I said, I've not used strategic warfare. Let me pause something real quick. Pause it real quick here. I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, back again there. I was just looking up the usage of V2 rockets there. Just have an idea of the best way to utilize them. And also, too, if that is normal. I don't think that is normal, the fact that they're sitting at 0 organization. But that being the case, strategic bombing, I mean, honestly, yeah, we'll hit all the locations here. Actually, leave it on resources, or yeah, resources. And just see how this works for right now. Strategic bombing everywhere. Okay. Slow it down. Air combat over Exeter. 16v16 or 15v16. So far, looks like we're doing better than they are. Nice. I have a feeling they're not going to go because their organization, their organization's 0. They're not regaining any org. I don't know why that is. So that being the case, going to come down there. We're going to fly back. I'm going to fly them back to Russia, and then we'll see how that works. Bideford. One of our jet fighters is getting kind of wrecked there, but that's okay. The idea is we want to bring the enemy up to us and attack them. Yep, the first Raketo, and that was the first one I think that we had built. It's definitely getting dinged quite a bit. We're losing some fighters here. Western Channel. Oh. Channel approach. Yeah, we're definitely losing some fighters, but that's the idea. Is we want to be able to get the enemy in the air, so we can start knocking them down. Channel approach here. That's a lot of U.S. So they're definitely helping out here for sure. Over Plymouth. Yeah, let's rest. You definitely need to get better. Oh, why are you not doing anything? Probably because I didn't realize that they were there. The CAG could potentially, I could throw them into the mix as well. Man, yeah, my jet fighters are really getting kind of hurt there. This is my fresh group that I sent up. Bristol, yeah, definitely getting hurt. And I don't know why the jet fighters aren't like killing more of the enemy than we are losing. Yay, kill those subs. Alright. Let's cease. Let's cease. Let's cease. Yeah, definitely the first round has not gone our way that we would like to see. And let's see. Yeah. So yeah, let's rebase all of our fighters into one area, so then I can make that make it easier to combine them together. Excuse me. Western Gulf already destroying a sub. Yay, good to see. Clarence Strait, not sure what we were doing there. Not sure what was going on there. Probably the light cruiser. Cool. Love to see that. Yamato's coming up, and I think everybody's is now in here. 51. We are pretty much ready. February 1st, we're going to kick things off. So the first pass of my fighters, kind of mixed bag. Not doing as well as I would like to, but I think part of the problem too is they've got a lot of anti-air. But it is showing me where they're at. So I'm thinking I'm going to be having all my Marines just attack here on Bodmin. Not Bodmin. Bideford. Jeez. I knew it began with a B, but yeah, Bideford. I don't know how many units are there, but we'll find out once we start some bombing. Get some bombing going. Air combat around Brest. That's not going to go well for you at all. A whole bunch of stuff. So heavy bomber, we'll push that to the forefront. Electronic computing, that's a one and done. Artillery brigades. That's done. We're in 1946. That's something to keep in mind. 1950 for a pilot rescue, huh? We're in 19. We're at 110, so I'm bumping this up to 95 now. We're in 1946, so 1946 tech is good. That being said, now we're in the green. I just bumped it up to 95. We can actually go up to 100 if we want to. Espionage, I'm going to knock this down to about 0.35. And we're going to knock this down to 0.05. There we go. We're going to go up to 100 in research. Let me look for 1946 tech going from top to bottom. Let's see what we got here. Don't tell me I'm going to be going for 1947 tech here soon. Hardened airstrip, sure. We'll take that. Okay, land forces and land forces doctrine is also what we're be working on. Artillery, again, I mean, there's certain artillery we're just not going to worry about. Like rocket artillery, I don't see the need to build them. I know, yes, I know we've done some rocket stuff, but I don't see the need to build rocket artillery. And Dr. N's Blitzkrieg, nothing there we want. Yeah, nothing there we want. Grand Battle. We're actually almost maxed out in our Grand Battle plan stuff. Reduce that attack delay, I think, by another bit. That would be nice. No special operating. I think we're still chugging along here. Everything that can be researched is getting researched. Yep. Command. I think the same thing here is happening. Yep. And we're maxed out there. Okay, Air Forces. Twin engine armament. Naval bomber and flying boat. Light and medium bombers, 4-engine transport, heavy bomber prototype. We don't need heavy transport. Why am I going for that? Probably because I was thinking I was going to build it. That could still work. Build the heavy transports, build like a few wings of those, and bring supply to far-flung areas. Ooh, machine gun focus. We got a bunch of stuff here we can go for. Bomb load, yay. Cargo hold. No, that's for transports. Nope, nope, nope. Jet tech. Okay. And air doctrine. Jet training as well now. You better believe it. Twin engine. You better believe it. We're going to be finishing some stuff here too this year. Yeah, we'll do logistical, fine. So that's air, and then now go naval. What do we got here? Several things are 46. I'm just, as you can see, I'm just going through everything, just loading up, only because we're going to be doing this down the road anyway, because we're going to burn through all this stuff fairly quickly. Might as well just load up with all the 1946 tech, and then once we go green in 46, look and see what else we need to research and move on to 47 tech. I have to wonder what the light carrier class and eventually the fleet carrier class is, what that is for the Japanese. I have no clue. Honestly, I've not played this far as Japan. Usually I just call the campaign finished by a certain point where it's like, oh, I'm winning this. We don't have more battle cruisers. I don't need to research battle cruisers anymore. All right, 72 in the red. Yeah. Yeah, they're coming after me, and my CAGs are just going to be knocking them down. All right, so, well, that's that. I think what we might be doing now is, with that happening the way it did, that's all my interceptor flights that I have remaining at this point. Just the 4? No, that's right. I have one over in America. I think I might still have one in Hawaii. I'm not sure on that, but those 2 jet fighter groups just got wrecked. Oh gosh. And I mean, I've got another group of 6, right, coming out? Or not? Thought I did. Well, there's the jet bombers. I thought I had a group of 6 more jet fighters coming. So they are regaining their org here. Okay. Let's look over in Japan real quick. Are they over here? Well, there's those guys, and the medium bombers there. Oh, yes, they're over here. They're assisting in knocking down fighter support over Russia. That is right. That is correct. And I think that's where they're going to be. We're down to 46 grand. We can do this, so we can maintain with what we're losing over the next 100 days. Maybe I should have taken the tax payment deal to help kind of offset what we're losing here. We could probably stop buying supplies. I mean, honestly, we can control our own supply at this point here. There we go. It's a couple dozen. It's just the fuel we need to be buying. Fuel we have to buy lots and lots and lots and lots. Okay. All right. So with the way that things went there, and with what's going here, oh yeah, I wanted to take a look here. So what can we get? So that's a 76. Drop the 76 and put in an 81. Except that 76 is, yeah, a leader guy. Okay, that's, yeah, rare. How about here? If I can't, yeah, if I can't bring up a leader guy at the very least, let's see. Can I bring up, can I do it like that? Sure. And then how about these 2 together? So I mean, the leaders, they are what they are. We can drop him off, and that way then I can get this guy up quicker. Okay. How about here? 65. Do like that. Get a jet fighter group up a little bit sooner too. Okay. That works. Yeah, I was thinking mid-January we're going to go ahead and just start bombing, but you know what? You know what I'm going to end up doing here at this point? Oh, come on now, Arg. So you know what we're going to do as well? We're going to move our passenger liners out. Rebase there. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing first. So you're going to move up there. You're going to move there. And the other light carrier group there. You're going to patrol here. You're going to patrol over here. And the last carrier is going to patrol here. The Yamato can move out into the Bristol Channel because we're going to make our landing at Bidford. Once that happens, or once those guys move out and the passenger liners move out, then we'll move our other guys in. So that is petering out even further. 64th can move back. I don't have anybody here, do I? Nope. Do I have anybody down here? Is this my first motorized unit? Oh, no. This is the conversion. This just used to be a straight out light armor unit, and I converted it to this. That's right. But I need to bring you out here. I think I checked out there just to see what was what. Passenger ships, don't have anybody here. Imperial Air Force headquarters, sure, we'll load you up and we'll rebase there. So I can drop off that area. Okay. And this is still going on. 16.9. Good God. This is becoming my personal Vietnam out here too. Goodness gracious. I mean, it makes sense though. Well, I don't know. Their defense modifier 336. Jeez. That's not as high as anticipating, but whatever. How about this here? Your rifle division's attacking at a 42. We're defending at 296 modifier. Nice. Advanced armor. It's 47 tech. Oh, we need to manual save. Okay. Air combat over the air channel. CAG versus CAG. Interesting. Naval combat. Ooh, oh. So over here, let's bring all of our. This is going to be a major big battle. Let's bring you as well. Lake Champion, Essex, 2 carriers, 2 battleships, 1, 2, 3 light cruisers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers at Livermore. And then tons of passenger liners and other things like that. So honestly, this is going to be a raffle stomp. But we're going to bring in everything to make sure it is such. The HIO we're about to lose. My goodness. Yep, lost the HIO. But to be able to sink the majority of the U.S. fleet, we want to do that. So we lost the HIO, lost a light cruiser and a destroyer. They lost the Lake Champlain and a whole bunch of other stuff. We're bombing them, but they're not showing anything there. Okay. All right. So we're going to move there. We can patrol search, and that's fine if they're low strength. I'm kind of okay with that. We're going to move there. So you're moving up there. You're patrolling in this area, patrolling around here. That's fine. You're going to move out there. You're going to move out there. So we got these three. And then you're going to patrol here. And you're going to patrol out there. Like so. Yamato, move out to there. Okay. We're going to wait for our for whatever's happening over here to happen. But yeah, that was a big naval battle. One of the largest we've seen in a couple of years. 2 American aircraft carriers, 2 battleships, 2 light cruisers, about what, 4 destroyers, something like that. So about 10 combat ships. We did lose the HIO. That did kind of suck. The HIO was an older ship, so I suppose that is what it is. The good news is, I mean, sure that carrier group is kind of weaker now, but we still have 3 carrier groups over here that I can use if I want to. And we still have 2 more carrier groups that I'm looking at getting built over the course of the next few years here. Whenever we can do so. But yeah, we want to. So naval combat, the Bristol Channel, Shikaku, the remainder of that group. Not sure how much. There we go. The other, my other carrier group got involved. Sink to North Carolina. That'd be great if we could. $17 v 31, but their 31's largely it's like 75%, 80%. Oh no, actually it's more than that. Yeah, it's about 60% actually. Non-combat ships. 17 to 19, and we're bombing them as well. Only the one though. So we're gonna kind of. Yeah, we're going to do that. Do some naval strikes there. Alrighties. What was I thinking about doing here? Oh, rebase to carrier. Rebase to carrier. Okay, that's fine then. Uh, we'll get that going. Air combat over here. CAGs are kind of getting thrashed a little bit, but needs to be done. I mean, this is to get the UK out of the war, so losses as they come will be acceptable. As long as we can get the UK out of the war. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing my CAGs kind of get eaten up by here. So that being the case, let's grab all 4 of you guys. And over here in this area, we will there we go. And kind of weak, but let's do the same here actually. Yeah, let's do it like that. All right. Get our fighters up in the air and working at knocking them down. Again, if I have to lose some units, that's honestly just the way it's going to go. Okay, that was a rebel unit on Madagascar. Don't care. Don't care. We just wanted to remove any possible enemy presence there at Madagascar. Upgrades. Okay. Supplies. Sitting good on supplies. Hostile bombing. A beat up CAG is attacking that carrier group, which looks like it lost a light carrier. Though no, it's weird. So I guess one of our light carriers just isn't in the battle there. Far, far, far away. 1 CAG against 7, 1 against 12, 3 against all those. We got, get some more. Oh, this is looking pretty interesting. 47 ships, 4 American carriers, 2 light, 2 fleet, 4 destroyers, and then just a bunch of passenger liners. Not anything to terribly worry about or worry ourselves about. However, we're going to move into here like so, and then over there. That's what we're going to do. And you're moving back too, okay. 17v19, I want to see North Carolina sink. That'd be great. Oh, so we did. We lost the Haguro. We did lose a, well, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. See, it's a good thing I moved up those CAGs for replacements, huh? Bristol Channel, this is still ongoing. So here, that was the major battle. The Washington got sunk. They lost 3 destroyers, bunch of passenger liners. We lost a light cruiser. Not a big deal otherwise. Yeah, our carrier groups are starting to get thrashed a little bit here. But it is what it's going to be, I feel. So there was something here, a destroyer, which we sank. Okay. Air combat. So our bombings, channel approach. We're bombing their carrier group. That's here. That's good. Bristol Channel, we're bombing them, but yeah, we're going to see what's what pretty soon. Okay, so channel approach, we got the naval combat. This is the four carriers. Be nice to start taking out some of theirs too. Because I think we've taken the worst of it. I've lost a fleet and light carrier. They lost the North Carolina. I don't like the fact that it's not showing the picture. We're almost up to 2 hours. That might be why. Military rations, increased supply production. Good to see that. Alrighty, this I was definitely hoping for. North Carolina destroyed the Essex. They lost a carrier, 3 more light cruisers, and destroyer. Down here, they lost 2 more destroyers. So yeah, that's good to see. A lot of thrashing there. So say stop there and stop there. Yeah, the hostile bombing, not that big of a deal. I mean, it is affecting us, yes, but we're going to win the battle that's going on here because you cannot sustain it. Organization is going down by 0.1 every few hours. Yeah, that's going to be a long battle. Another big battle, channel approach. Bunch of my carriers versus their 4 carriers. Let's sync the reprisal, please. This was up here. They lost another destroyer. Good. Yeah, at this point now, the Americans are getting the worst of it. Bristol Channel again. Our bombings on the Channel approach. That reprisal we're about to destroy. That's good to see. No. Rebase to carrier. Let's get another group of 2. Rebase to carrier. Let's get another group of 2. They can't. Let's split you up. Rebase to carrier. Rebase to carrier. Okay, and this final group of 2. Both of them can also rebase to carriers. So that's all of our carriers, CAGs, that I sent out there for reinforcements. I'm going to send these guys out to here and then up. You know what? We're doing okay over here. I'm not going to send my CAGs to their doom. We're going to actually fly down to South India. I think that's a safer bet. Yep. And they're getting their CAG back, or they're getting their org back. I mean, all right. Big battles. We haven't seen naval battles for quite some time, have we? There you go. Reprisal has been sunk. So we've lost 2 carriers. They've lost 2 carriers. There's 2 more passenger liners. Actually, they've lost 4 more carriers. They've lost 4 carriers at this point. We've only lost 2. So yeah, we made out better. Okay, how are we doing here now? You don't have any CAG whatsoever. So sail back. You do, but my God, sail back. All right. Yeah, we'll move you. Whoops. I will just simply move you up to here. That's fine. We are hurting. Yeah. Sail into there. We have just a CAG. Oh no, we got 2 CAG actually. But we're definitely down. Yeah, we're down CAG all over the place here. You know what? Let us bring all of our ships back in and kind of reassess what's going on. I got 6 carrier groups. I may have to combine 2 carrier groups together, and we definitely need to combine CAG. I need more CAG. That was definitely huge. Probably probably a bit too late to build air wing, and it crashed. Oh. So the autosave was 10 minutes ago. That was before that last big battle. That kind of sucked. I should have for doing anything further. Should have saved. Oh well, we're gonna call the episode at this point in time. We know that there'll be some more combats going on and stuff like that when we naval combats, that is, when we pick up the episode again. But it'll definitely go our way. However, it's going to leave our carrier groups in kind of a precarious position. I may want to reassess the usage of our all three carrier groups in Alaska. I may pull one of those groups out and send them all the way around the world to to um, to France, and then the other carrier groups that are getting thrashed here, maybe just send them back to Japan. Let them get some rest and repair. We definitely need to. And you definitely need to get my CAG situation under control too. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we will pick this up next episode where we're going to be seeing the invasion of the United Kingdom. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.